Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of the JSS. I made a video in the past talking about how you are a transmitter. Talking about how you have the advantage. You know what I'm saying? Try to use that in your encounters. If you're constantly being hunted, try anticipating yourself getting pinged. I know that sounds like an odd concept to all my new players out there, but if you turn around and you see like 2 if not 3 people running after you, try to run in one direction with the mindset of, I'm going to cut to the left or to the right once I get pinged. Because that way you're leading them on a wild goose chase. You're using their bloodthirst to your advantage. Let them go and chase a ghost, while you go and chase loot. It's a battle of attrition in that sense. But maybe I'll post a video where I use that exact situation I described. Maybe it's already been posted. Honestly, I have no idea. I'll play this game too much. So immediately, I decided to come up here and use a comm station on Fjellkanten. Why am I doing this? Well, I've been watching my videos back a lot, and I always seem to take that hill to my left when I spawn down there. So I'm trying to think of, different ways to, approach and enter into the encounter, right? So I look at that hill, and I'm like, I'm not going up you again. I'm not. So I decided to come down here, eyes peeled, and as I'm walking, I see somebody. Yes, I know, you probably can't even see them, but I do. And I believe they just went prone. And so I'm putting my VSS on single. And by the way, in case you didn't know, the VSS is my favorite weapon in the entire game. And I'm going to explain why that is in a moment. As gunshots ring off to my left, your left as well, I'm watching this one dude. And I'm thinking, he just went prone right there. Now, since those 2 events just happened, that can only mean one thing. Well, actually, it means one thing, but it can lead to another. Check this out. And you see, that is the exact reason as to why I don't do emotes in this game anymore. The last time I did an emote, it was literally in that one video entitled, I'm Cursed in Vigor. After that video, I learned my lesson. Now, check this out. I see somebody up on that helicopter, and I'm thinking, can I see them? With my A1, I scope in for a little bit, put it on my back, keep moving, and he shoots me. Now, why do you think he shot me? Don't worry, I'm going to go over what just happened, but why do you think he shot me? It could be a multitude of reasons. Number 1, he saw my glint from the A1. Number 2, he saw me going prone, like the animation of going prone, because I am wearing white against, like a dark green and gray background. Or it could be number 3, and this is some iceberg vigor type stuff. The butts of my rifles could have stuck over the horizon. Not the horizon of the sky, but the horizon of the ridgeline I was behind. Notice how my A1 the butt of it sticks above my collarbone. I know, this is some Vigor iceberg stuff. That's how you get spotted. It's stuff like that. The things that stick out in an otherwise still atmosphere, a still visual atmosphere. That's how you get spotted. That's how you get killed. Now, to combat this, you could walk around with your weapon in your hand all the time. You could. And obviously a pro would be, you're always ready. But the con is, you move slower and your camera is closer up on you. This is why I walk with my weapons on my back, because I, number one, can run quicker, and number two, the camera's pulled back so I can see everything. Right? Everything. Now, going back to the kill I just got. In case you didn't hear it, the guy was doing a shrug over who he just killed. And that sounds like a whole, SKS, if not M2 carbine going off. I could be wrong about that. Now right here I check, using my scope, look at that refrigerator, and sure enough, that the plane has not been looted. So I'm going to go to the plane and I'm going to loot it. But here's what I want to talk about. When you heard me sneaking up on dude, and then dude fired, and as soon as he fired, the detector went off, those two events, those two audio events happening like that close, back to back, can only mean he shot somebody or is shooting at somebody at the detector. Audio is key in this game. If you don't have headphones, buy some. And I'm not talking about you plug a little tiny thing in your earbud. No, I mean some over-the-ear headphones. Now, granted, you could have heard the gunshot sounds and the detector sounds go off. Pause. Yes, I see a red container in that plane. I do. But I'm not going to get it. I'm not, purely because I'm too far from any comm station. And pretty much all of the people are going to the bowl of death. Half bowl of death, excuse me. So as I'm walking up here, I'm like, nah, let me just go ahead and change directions and go back this way. But back to my original train of thought. You need to have over-the-ear headphones. You'll be surprised. When you can hear somebody from miles away, that gives you an advantage. Because that somebody who is quote-unquote miles away thinks the entire time that they're safe. Meanwhile, you have already detected them. Now, let me explain the difference between detected and seen. Detected means you go prone and you're like, okay, somebody's nearby. That's what detected means. You know they're near. You know that they are nearby. But when you see them, that's when it can turn dangerous. Because when you see them, there's a chance that they do a 360 with their camera and they spot you as well. You know what I'm saying? So if you detect first, you can go ahead and take measures to prevent yourself from being seen. But you can see them because you already know that, okay, they're in this direction. Let me go over here and look. And as soon as you do see them, you go prone to minimize yourself being seen. I do that literally in 100% of my videos. Literally. And so, yes, I'm sorry if you don't like me doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to stop and I'm going to check some buried cache locations. I am. Because that's just how I do things. Now, as I'm walking up here, I'm thinking, what should be my next move? Well, here comes the plane. Okay, so now I got a choice. I could take a left and go up to this hill and make sure that, I'm alone. Or I can go right, snatch the airdrop, and head out to the exit. Well, here's the thing. It's been quiet, somewhat quiet, until now. And so, yes, you've seen Glint, and yes, that's definitely an SVD going off. Somebody, once again, just killed somebody at the detector. It's kind of like a pattern is forming here. Now, before the clip changed, you seen me relocating, right? You see me relocating. So now I'm thinking, where's the best place I can get to where I can see my potential hunter trying to hunt down my last known location? Luckily for me, I see dude walking up a hill. And so I'm going to try to close the distance, pull up my secondary, and realize that, yes, I have body armor, and I was saving it because I may want to take it back home and not use it. But seeing as I have now mentally committed myself to seeing about taking out this one dude, yeah, I'm all ears now. And so you hear him near my last known location. And he gets closer, and I panic a little bit, and I want to stay hidden. That's the only advantage I got. Now watch how close he gets. Right there. That's how close he gets. But he doesn't commit to coming this way all the way. That's good for me, because this now gives me room to maneuver. As long as I can keep tabs on him and make sure that I'm not spotted myself, I got the advantage. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you, who do you think has the advantage right now? There is no right or wrong answer. I'm just going to say myself right now, because that dude is literally on a wild goose chase. And I'm sitting here watching him the entire time. So now I relocate. And then I hear his footsteps going down the hill. And I'm like, he's using the detector again. Of course he is. I might can catch him out in the open using the detector. Pull out the VSS. Scope in. Now, that's him. You see the green light. And now it's red. And he fades away. I thought I shot him just now, but no. That's the dirt. Dark clothes on this map gives you an advantage. And he's seen my glint, and so he put one round into the dirt where I'm at. This is tense. Now I'm going to say this. This will be the last video that you see where I do this, because I know this gets on your nerves. I found out, thank you KB3, I found out that, there's a button here to actually take out the music from inside the encounter. So, again, shout out to KB3. Now, my objective is simple. Bait and switch. How does the saying go? If you look for trouble, you'll find it. Or however it's said. Now look, I'm not saying that, I'm the best player in the world. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you can read your opponent and figure out what they're going to do, you can put yourself in the potential line of their actions that they're forming in the back of their head, and you can put a stop to their reign of terror. You can put a stop to the chance of you being shot. You can put a stop to your anger of dying. All you have to do is anticipate your enemy's movements. And you got this. Be confident in yourself. Keep relocating. And at some point, if you position yourself right, an opportunity will present itself. Now you've seen, I didn't stay in one bush. I didn't stay in one spot. I kept moving. And yet, what did he do? He kept looking. That's all you have to do. And I believe Fjellkanten is like the easiest map to practice this tactic on. Anakin? Hell no. You're not getting away with this. Diverg Forest? Maybe. Actually, that's probably like a second best map. Victorian Station? maybe. Like 30% chance maybe. Because there are houses and there are trees. But there are houses. I mean, you can hide in a spot in the house, but they're going to search the entire house. So good luck with that. But hey, this, for me, this was not the best encounter I've had this year. The MP5 encounter is still the best encounter I've had this year. But, with that being said, I believe there's going to be a video that was posted before this one that y'all might find really interesting. So if you haven't watched my previous video, I think it's going to be previous, but if not, it is the one after this one. Hint, it's on Growing Town Valley. And yes, I don't know when I'm going to post that one video, but hey, just so you know, it's on Growing Town Valley. Now, like I said, actually no, this won't be the last video. The video after Growing Town Valley, there'll be no music and encounters. So, you gotta deal with me turning off the music one more time. Bear with me one more time. And after that, then you don't gotta worry about that anymore. And yes, the challenge has been completed. Hooray. And so I hope you have enjoyed this episode. And I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.